Hello everyone, good morning. Before going to start today's session, just recap of the last session. So what we have discussed. So we have discussed about what is Snowflake and what are the advantages of Snowflake and what is database and what is data warehouse. Okay. So what is SQL, okay, which we have seen. So coming to today's session, in practical, how we are going to create the databases. Okay, how we are going to create the table, how we are going to load the data into a table. Okay, this is what we are going to mainly discuss. Okay, now can someone tell me what is Snowflake? Any idea? Did you remember any points?
Yep. Snowflake is a cloud-based data warehouse platform.
Yes, correct. Then it is going to offer data storage, data processing, and analytical solution. Okay, anyway, so let me write it here. Snowflake is a cloud-based data warehouse platform. So it offers mainly data storage, data processing, and analytical solutions. Then it is built on top of AWS or Azure or GCP. So Snowflake don't have their own infrastructure. So that is very important. So here we can store structured data, semi-structured data, and unstructured. But normal databases, it is going to support only structured. Semi-structured also it is going to support, but it is very difficult to handle in normal databases. But here it is very easy. Then finally, it is available as a SaaS model. Software as a service. Software as a service. So you don't need to install any software, just you need to create an account. So how we are going to create an account? So we can go to app.snowflake.com. So here you can see sign up button. If you are not yet created, then what you can do, you can create one trial account. Okay, so that is what which I have explained already. So once it is created, so what you can do, so once it is activated, then you can take your username and dedicated login URL for the very first time. Okay, this is very important. Just to copy this one, go to your favorite browser or else click on that link. Okay, that is also fine. So this URL you need to remember. Okay, then what is your username? So this is my username and this is my password. Okay, so as we discussed earlier, okay, the first 5 sessions we are going to talk about SQL, then we'll jump into Snowflake. So what is SQL? SQL is nothing but structured query language. Structured query language. So even you may have studied in your education too, but if you don't know, that is also fine. I'll teach you from beginning here. Okay, structured query language. It is similar to English language. It is similar to English. Main thing is in order to communicate, with any database, we are going to use SQL. So if you want to communicate with any SQL, I mean any database, we need to use SQL. Okay, how we are communicating? So we are communicating by using Microsoft Teams or Zoom. Okay, so the same way, so by using SQL only, we can able to talk with any database. So that is the reason SQL is very important if you want to connect with any database. Okay, so here again, SQL is fine. Then what is database? And what are the databases which it is available? So it is a collection of data. Simply you can say, okay, there are a lot of definitions, but it is a collection of meaningful data, or it is a collection of data. So what kind of data you are going to store it here? So you are going to store structured data and semi-structured data and unstructured data. So if you talk about, if you take any example for college, okay, inside this college, so we do have number of departments. We have BCA or MCA and Btech. Okay, again inside the Btech we do have number of branches. So I want to store all the students information. So where I want to store? So we are going to store it into a database. So how we want to store it? Either it is a structured format or semi-structured format or unstructured format. That is up to you how you want to store it. But so where we are going to store? We are going to store all these details into a database. So earlier we were storing entire data into Excels or notepads. So what is the problem with that? So because it may corrupt at any time. It may corrupt at any time. So that is the reason. So the later, okay, the people come up with an approach. So we need to store the data into permanent way. It's like SSDs. Okay, we are going to maintain in some servers. So that is the reason database came into the picture. So here it is a collection of data. So here you can store structured data, semi-structured data, and unstructured data. Fine. What are the databases which it is available in the market? So we do have MySQL, Oracle, mssql, sybase, postgrage. Okay. So these are the databases, MongoDB, etc. Okay. So here in the databases, what we are doing, so we are storing real-time data. So as we discussed yesterday, it's like a bank example. Okay, bank example here. Then coming to, okay, SQL is fine. Then database and data warehouse also we have discussed. Data warehouse. Okay. See, data warehouse also kind of a database. So that is what we have mentioned here. It offers mainly data storage. Okay, you can store the data, you can process the data, and you can use it for analytical solutions. So mainly here we are going to store historical data and large volume of data. Large volumes of data. It's like terabytes. So I want to store 100 TB of data. Yes, it is going to support. But if it is databases, it is very difficult to process those records. But in warehouses, you can store large volume of data. Even if you go, if you go to outside of the city, you may have seen warehouses. So what kind of warehouses? So Amazon or Flipkart. So they are going to maintain some warehouses. So what are those? What they are storing? They are storing the products. Okay, so all the products, it will go to data warehouses, warehouses. Then from there the delivery boys will take the products and they are going to deliver into the particular address. The same way here what we are doing, so here we are going to store historical data and large volume of data in the data warehouses. Okay, now here observe carefully. I want to communicate, I want to store the data into these databases. What kind of communication you are going to do it? You are going to mainly perform CRUD operations. CRUD operations. C means create, R means read, U means update, and D means delete. See, here you can create the data and you can read the data and update and delete it. So these are the main actions we are going to perform. Okay, I want to create my database. What is the syntax? Yes, it's very simple. See, the name itself, it is there. So what is your requirement first? Need to create a database with the name as, simply I will keep it as vitech. This is my database. See, just observe. So this is my requirement. From the requirement itself, there is an answer. Use this, create database vitech. So this is the syntax, that's it. See, observe carefully. So there is a requirement, need to create a database with the name as vitech. Now what is the syntax? Create database name. It's very simple. Okay. Now let's create one database here. How easily we can create it. So let's see. So as soon as if you log in, click on this plus icon. Okay. Don't go to this page. Okay. Don't go to this icon. Now you can just click on this create button. Click on this SQL worksheet. Okay. Here you can rename it. Okay. So class-1. If you want. Okay. Class-1, you can make it here. Now, so this is my requirement. So if I want to comment something, okay. See, so this is not a SQL statement. So the line number 1, which it is available, that is not an SQL. This is my requirement. So I want to comment, okay. I don't want to execute these lines. Just to give 2 hyphens here, okay. So now it is disabled. Cool. Now I want to create a database. Just observe here. There are 3 databases which it is available by default. Now I want to create my own database. Create database. Just give Control Enter or click on this Run button. See, database vitech is successfully created. See, observe carefully. See, so there is a database symbol here. There is a database symbol. So by default we have information schema and public schema. Okay, I'll tell you what is this information schema and public schema. So all the related information, it's like table related information and everything which it is available in information schema. So we'll talk about later. So inside this public, you can create your tables. You can create your tables. I'll tell you how to create it also. Okay, let me create one more database. Create database. So my database name is college. Yes, see, college is created. So like this, how many databases you want, you can create it. So that much easy it is. Okay. So create database. So even we have a, so without using these commands also, you can create it. That I'll tell you later, but try to learn with this syntaxes. Okay. So create database name. Even if you don't know how to create a database, but if you know the requirement, what you can do, you can go to any Chat GPT or Copilot. Okay, so there is a separate session. So how to use AI also. See, this is my requirement. See, need to create database with the name as vitech. Give me SQL. See how simple it is. But you need to understand what is this create. What is this database? What is this vitech? That's it. Even if you want to create a table, yes, all the syntaxes. Okay, it is very easy. Even though, okay, if you don't want to use any AI. So we have a Snowflake documentation here. Very good documentation. Snowflake documentation. See, Snowflake documentation. So after this Snowflake documentation, need to create, just mention your requirement, need to create database. It is going to give you this entire documentation. See, create or replace a database. So what it will do, replace in the sense, if it is already there, it is going to replace it. If it is not there, it is going to create. See, create database. So there is a syntax. Okay, this is the documentation. Okay, Snowflake has very beautiful documentation. So here, if you want to drop, undrop, if you want to alter, okay, everything. See, all the syntaxes also it is available here. But what you need to learn, so you need to learn the concepts first. Okay, so what are the concepts it is there? So if I want to create a table, so first we need to have a database. We need to have a database. Now I want to create a table inside the college. Okay. So what is table? Table consists of rows and columns, correct? Okay, create. See, it is not a case sensitive, either if you want to use capital letters or small letters. Okay, create table. My table name is student. So what are the columns you want? First of all, student ID, SID. So let me write first sample data here. So what is your requirement? Okay. So as an initial stage, right? Okay, student, SID, yes, name. Okay. So I want to store only this or else course also I'll keep it. Observe carefully. There are 3 columns. 101. Student name is Karthik. Something like this. I want to store. So Nani MCA. Okay. So this is my requirement. So for this, first we need to create a database. So you know already how to create a database. Create database college. Now I want to create a table. Student ID, student name and course. Student ID, comma, student name, comma, course. Okay. So we need to mention the data type here. So we are storing the numbers here. So here we have characters. So what you can do is, if it is a number, you can give as integer, or else we have a number. Okay. So these are the data types we have. So I'm going to provide integer. So if it is a student name, so varchar. So what is this varchar? So the name itself, it is there. You can store characters as well as numbers. So in Snowflake, we have a string. Even you can use varchar also. Now string. That's it. So create a table, student with this. Yes. Do refresh here and go to public and see we have a student table. So here also you can see the definition of the definition. So here you can store up to 38 numbers. See, by default, int means, okay, by default integer means this one, number, the student name. In the varchar also you can store up to this many characters. Okay, up to, so 3, 6, 7 and so you can store almost 1 cr characters, you can store it. Okay, now again I'll create one more table here. So I'm not going to provide int or string. Okay, just observe carefully. So one more table, it is called student1. So instead of integer, what I will do, number. So how many characters you need to store? Only 3 characters. Instead of string, you can give varchar. How many bytes you want to store? 10 bytes. See, both are correct only. So either you can create it like this, or if you want to give any specific length, yes, you can provide here. So this is how we can create the table. Yes. Now there are 2 tables. One is student and another one is student1. If you go to definition here, yes, you can see the definition. Okay, you can see the definition. Now I want to insert the data. Observe carefully. Insert into. Okay, insert into. Which table you want to insert? Okay, I'm going to insert the values into my student table. Student. The columns you need to mention here: SID, SName, and course. Then values. Okay, what are the values you need to provide here? So again, so the same values you can take it. So how it is going to store, I'll tell you. See, 101. So if it is a number, no need to provide in single quotes. If it is a varchar or string, you have to put it in a single quotes. So that is what you need to do. So Btech I have given. See, that data also you can store it in capital letters or small letters. That is not a problem. But while retrieving it is a case sensitive. So this is one SQL query. Now like this, I want to create one more. It is like 102. See, as many you want, you can create it. Okay, this is like insert scripts. Okay, if I want to execute this one, just select this, just do select and click on this run button. Okay, it is inserted. Now, whether it is inserted or not into your table, so how you need to know? Select star from student. Select star from student. So this is called retrieval. See also done. It's like create is done. Now we are reading the data. So okay, update and delete we'll see later. So now we have a one row. Now I want to insert one more. Yes, you can insert one more row also. See here 102. It is there. Now I want to insert a few more rows at the same time. Yes, you can do. I'll tell you how to use AI also. See, by using AI, you can easily create this kind of scripts. But as an initial stage, just try to understand the concepts, what we are doing. Okay, create database name. And after that, we are creating the table. We are mentioning specific columns and the data types. Then we are going to insert the values. Okay, insert into table name with the columns and values. Now I want to insert few rows at the same time. Okay, Naresh. Even you can write it like this also, or you can write separate insert queries. Okay, so at the same time you can write it like this 104. VBAR. Okay. Then Btech. $105. So something like this. Now, see, instead of writing separate queries, what we are doing, we are writing only one insert, but we are giving multiple values here, multiple values. Okay, if it is a string or varchar, you have to put it into single quotes. Then after completion of the SQL query, just give a semicolon. It is not a mandatory, but for your understanding purpose. Now select this one and try to insert. Yes. See, we have a data. So this is my table data. It's like structured data. This is my structured data. So here you can download your results. So once you download, what will happen? There is a beautiful option. Download as CSV. Yes. So the CSV file is going to download here. If you open this one, if you want to see, this is my data. I'll tell you how to load the data from Excel too, but this is my data now. Just observe carefully. So we have a, okay, you can assume we have a college database. For which college we have inserted? So we have inserted for, you can assume like, okay, CBIT students. CBIT students. Now I want to store the data for MGIT. I want to store the data for which students data. So this people data also I want to store it into my student table. So if I do insert, okay, observe carefully. So we have already 5 records with CBIT. Now 107, I'll keep it. Naresh, something like MGIT student, some BCom or something. So what is happening? If I try to execute this query, it is going to insert this data into same table, student table, but there is a lot of confusion here. So what we are doing, if we have 10 colleges, all 10 colleges students data, you are going to store it into a single table. That is not a correct. So here only the data security. Okay, if it is a bank, okay, you can consider as there are different banks which it is available. If all the employees or all the customers data which it is available in a single table, so anyone can view this. So even here, okay, CBIT college people also can see MGIT students data, or MGIT college also they can see VIT students data. So this is not a correct way. This is not a correct way to organize. Even I want to create a same table. So if I try to create a same table, if I try to create a same table for VIT, just observe here. It is going to display like, okay, object student is already exist. Student is already exist. So this is where schemas. See inside the databases. Okay, first database is there. So what is the hierarchy? Database. Database. So inside this schema, inside this we have tables or views, stages, etc. So here, what is the database? College is the database. What is the schema? There is a public schema. Now I want to create my separate schema. Again, what is schema here? Schema is nothing but logical representation of the database. Schema is nothing but logical representation of the database. So how it is going to work? Let's see now. First, let's create a schema. Create schema where you are. You are into college. College dot. Which schema I want to create? I want to create with. So this is my schema. See now. So we have a public and we have a width. Okay. Now I want to create one more schema. College dot mgit. Now I want to create cbit. Very simple. Okay. So we have created three different schemas. Now we can try to create a table. So okay, where you want to create a table. So this is very important. First try to write college. College is the database, VIT is the schema, then table name. This is very, very important. So like this, just copy paste it for 3 times or 4 times, however you want. Next, college dot cbit. So college dot mgit. See, within the same database, okay, there is an important interview question. Within the same database, can we create duplicate tables? Can we create duplicate tables? No. Can we create duplicate tables? No. But we can achieve by using separation of the schemas. So earlier we are unable to create it, right? We are unable to create it. Now, what we are trying to do is within the same database, college is the database, schema and table name. Table is created. If you want, you can refresh here. Okay, wait, you can refresh. See, there is a table called student. Now, I want to create a table in student within cbit. Yes. See, the same table name we have created inside the database within single database with different schemas. What is schema? Schema is a logical representation of the databases. So why we have created schemas here? So you can easily organize the data. Okay, now I want to insert the data into mgit. Yes, it is very easy. So college dot mgit dot student. So insert into college dot cbit dot student. So if you try to execute this query, what will happen? So just observe. So first one is denotes database, schema, then table name, college, mgit and student. Okay. Now try to execute this one. Okay, it is inserted into mgit college. Okay. Now if you want to refer, then select star from student. Now cbit also we have inserted 3 rows. SQL. Now if you try to perform this query, from where it is going to get the data? This is very important. Okay, we have inserted the data into student table as mgit and cbit, but here I can see only cbit students data. So I want to see mgit students data. There are 2 ways. In the top, just observe carefully. So this one, this drop down, college, you have to select this mgit. So this is one option. So by default, see, you have to always be careful. What is the database and what is the schema which you have selected here? See, now we can able to see this. Now I want to see VIT. With college, I want to see how many students are there. See, we don't have any. So instead of doing this, what we can do is, so every time switching into these tabs, so here also you can use college.mgit.student, college.wit.student. So you can write like this. See, for practicing and all, you no need to write any queries manually. So what you can do, I'll give you these queries in the video's description as of now, today and tomorrow. So what you can do is just copy paste it, just copy paste going forward also, just try to execute, just try to execute and see how it is going to behave. That is what you need to do. Okay. Don't write it manually sitting here and line by line. So even you can get the scripts from the Google as well as by using AI also we can generate this, but try to understand the concepts. So that is very important. Now we have created separate schemas and we have created tables into that. Okay, cool. Now let me generate few records. Okay, and now I want to insert the data for VIT. So VIT we don't have any records, I think. Okay, where is this? Select star from. Okay, we don't have any records. What I will do is I'll go to AI. Okay. Can you please generate 50 rows as a sample data for my student table as like below. Observe carefully. See here. See, you don't need to write anything. So it is already. So you have given the sample one. Okay. You have given the sample. By using this sample, it is generated. Okay. So this is my scripts. So I want to insert this data into my CBIT students. See, just select this one and insert the data. So we have a 50 records. Now I want to see. So what is the query? Select star from table name. So before this, what I'm doing, I'm going to provide the database name and schema name too, because we do have multiple schemas. If you don't have multiple, then directly you can utilize. See, so this is my data. So here we have a download as a result. Yes, you can download it. So now you can assume you have a table. You have a student table. We don't have any records. So we don't have any records, but we have a file here. So if you want to write an SQL query for this 50 rows, how much time it will take? So it is going to take hardly 5 to 10 minutes to prepare SQL queries. Now I don't want to write any SQL queries. Okay, if it is 50 rows, that is fine. If we are having any 1 million records in your Excel, you want to load the data into Snowflake. So this is very, very important. So how to do it? You can go to databases here, go to tables, observe carefully, click on these three dots, load data. Click on this browse option. Go to file location where it is located. So where you want to load, either it is college, WIT or CBIT or MGIT or wherever you want. Then what is the table name? Student. Yes. Click on next here. Go to view options. So the field delimiter is comma. Okay. Header. First line contains header. So skip first line. So I don't want to store again the header into my database tables. Okay. Skip this one and click on load. So you no need to write even SQL queries also for insertion. So now we can go to WIT and see we do have data or not. Yes, we have a data. We have a data. Observe carefully here. We are going to perform now delete. Okay, first let me see the difference. So what is delete? What is drop? What is truncate? So what is this? Delete, drop and truncate. So again, as part of SQL, we do have 5 types of sub languages which it is available. We do have DDL, DML, TCL, DQL and DCL. DDL is nothing but data definition language. So here we have a create. Okay, we have seen create. We can create the databases, we can create the schemas, we can create the tables. Then we are going to talk about drop and truncate. Alter we will see in tomorrow's session. Drop and truncate. Now we have seen insert also. Update also we'll see later. Now we'll see drop, truncate and delete. Drop, truncate and delete, and also select also we have seen. So mostly we are going to use 90% select operations only. 90% select operations. In real time, so these kind of tables which they have already created and they have loaded into your database mostly. Sometimes only we are going to create the databases and we are going to create the tables and we are going to load the data. So again, here, what is delete? So by using delete, we can delete the table data. We can delete the table data. Then what is truncate? Both are same. Then what is the major difference? Let's see. By using truncate, we can delete the table data. Okay. So here we can delete specific columns. If you want to delete any specific rows, sorry, not columns. If you want to delete specific rows, I want to delete only 101 or 103. Yes, you can delete it. Here we cannot delete specific values. So if you use truncate, automatically it is going to delete. By using truncate, we can delete all table data. Okay, by using delete, we can delete the table data. We can delete all the table data, and we can delete specific rows too. So here we cannot delete specific values or specific rows. Okay. So that is the major difference, delete and truncate. Very, very important interview question also. Then drop. By using drop, we can delete table data as well as table structure. Okay, let's see with this three. So how it is going to work. Okay, delete, truncate, and drop. In order to delete from table name. Which table name? College, VIT, student. Yes, it will delete the data. See, number of rows deleted 53. If you try to search this, okay, we don't have any data. Now again, I want to insert this data. So do I need to run insert scripts? No, not required. So if you have a file, what you can do, you can click on this load file, click on this browse. Okay, click on next. So if you don't select view options, and if you don't select this, skip first line, what will happen also we'll see now. Okay, so here we have a data. So by using delete from student, we can able to delete entire data. Now my requirement is I want to delete this 103 and 105. So how to delete it? So for this is the reason we have a where clause, where SID equal to 103 or SID equal to 105. See, 4 records it is deleted. Maybe it contains duplicate records. That is the reason. Okay, now I want to delete 107 and 108, 109 and 1010. Yes, you can delete it. But instead of writing multiple R's, what you can do is we have an in operator 105, 107, 108, 109. You can write it like this also. See, if you don't provide any where class, it will delete all the rows. So that is what which I have mentioned. By using delete, we can delete all table data and we can delete specific rows also. This is up to you how you want to delete. If you don't provide any where class, it will delete all the rows. So that is what which I have mentioned. By using delete, we can delete all table data and we can delete specific rows also. This is up to you how you want to delete it. Now I want to delete only specific values. Yes, you can delete it. Now 3 are deleted. If you go to select star from student, yes. Okay, now it is 46. Okay, we have a data. Now by using truncate, what will happen? Truncate table, truncate table, table name. So here I can assume I want to delete 1010 and 1011. See, what is this where? Okay, first of all, so where is nothing but it's like it's a keyword where you want to delete the specific rows. So it's like a basic English. See here, this is my table, student table, where I want to delete student ID is 121. So in that scenarios, we are going to use where student ID is 110 or 111. Okay. If it is a truncate table, it is going to throw an error. See, unexpected where. So if it is a truncate, so we should not use where class. If it is a delete, you can use where class as well as without where class also it will work. It will delete all the rows as well as specific rows it will delete. Now truncate table name. So what it will do, it will delete all the rows. It will delete all the rows from a table. See, we don't have any rows, but there is a table structure. You can see student ID, student name, course. So this is called table structure. So here also you can see there is a table definition, which it is available. So that is the major difference between delete and truncate. Now I want to load the data for again to testing this. Load this one. Just load the data. So there are 53 rows. It is loaded. We have 53 records. Now let's see. Drop. I'm going to drop my table. So what is the syntax? Drop table name. Drop table name. See, student successfully dropped. If I try to run this, select star from table name, it is going to throw an error. Object does not exist. Why? We have already dropped. So what drop will do? It is going to delete the table permanently. So that also you can write. Okay, by using drop, we can delete the table data as well as table structure permanently. Okay, so by mistake, I have dropped my table. Okay, it contains, there are 10 million records. Then I want to recover this table. What is your approach? If it is normal databases, you need to connect with the DBA, database admin team. But here we have a keyword called undrop table name. So very beautiful option. So by default, okay, unfortunately I have dropped my table. I want to recover my table back. We have a undrop table name. Observe here in VIT, we don't have any objects here. Undrop table. So there is a very beautiful option which it is available. You no need to connect with any teams. See, automatically it is recovered. Now we can try to see your data. So even you have deleted few records. Okay, even you have deleted few records. I want to recover those records. We have an option called time travel. There are a lot of options which it is available. So while talking about, when you are going to discuss Snowflake concepts, then we are going to talk about those things. But for today, so what you need to do, you can create the same database. Okay, inside this you can create some schemas and you can insert few rows. Okay, you can insert few rows and you can perform delete, drop and truncate too. So this is one thing. Okay, whatever we have discussed so far, that you need to practice. And apart from this, observe carefully. So now I have one Excel. Okay, so this is my table data. Even if you want, you can download it from Google also, or you can prepare one Excel. Now I want to insert this data into my Snowflake tables. Okay, now I want to create a table. Observe carefully. So how to create table? So by seeing this one, you can tell me. Now we are going to create the table first. So once the table is ready, no need to write insert scripts. If you want to write insert script, it will take a lot of time. So for this, what we will do, we are going to do bulk load here. Okay, bulk upload. But creation of the table only, it is going to take some time. Even if you use AI, so it is not that much difficult. It is not that much difficult also. But try to understand now. Okay, I want to create a table called EMP. Observe carefully. Simple, we can create the table. Okay, create table employee. So this is my table. So these are my columns. Just copy paste these columns into inside these braces. So what is the employee ID? It is an integer. Give comma. Then what is the first name? It is a string. Give comma and enter. Then last name, it is also string. Email, it is also string. Then phone number. So here it contains some hyphens here, hyphens and dots. So that is the reason what I'm doing here. I'm also giving the string here. Next, hire date. We have a date data type. Okay. Then job ID, integer. Salary. If it is integer, then decimal, you can give the decimal. Then manager ID, integer. Department ID, integer. Now, if you try to execute this one, where it is going to create the table, see, observe carefully. By default, I told you, right? College and VIT. If you want to create this table with different schema, then you need to mention the different schema, or else you need to change the navigation here. Okay. So this is my table, employee table. Okay, it is created. So once it is created, just observe, select star from employee. So we don't have any records. Now I want to insert the records. So if you want to prepare insert queries for one by one, okay, insert into data. Okay, so how much time it will take? So hardly it will take 20 to 30 minutes to prepare these SQLs. So instead of doing this, Snowflake has very beautiful option. Go to table, load data, browse. So if you have a file, okay, where is your file location? My file location is in here. So employees, this is my data. So click on next. So go to view options, header, skip first line, click on load. See, there are two errors here. Okay, it is not recognizing. Okay, there is some issue with the table data. Issue with the table data. Okay, so as of now, instead of date, okay, click on done. Let me see what is the issue. Okay, it is not yet loaded. Now what I will do is create R. Okay, I want to replace my table. Again, I'm going to create the table with the hire date. As of now, just I'm giving as a string. Now again, I have recreated my table. Go to table here, go to load data, click on browse, employees.csv, click on next. First line, skip first line, click on load. See, 40 rows were successfully loaded. Now, here we are not writing even single insert query. Without writing any insert query also, we have loaded the data. If you have data in your table with the CSV format in Excel, okay, if you have any Excel. Or else again, what you can do, if you don't have any data, try to insert the data. So here we have an option called download as the results. You can download as the CSV file. You can download as a CSV file and you can try to load the data. So this is called bulk load. So instead of writing single insert queries, okay, directly we are loading the data from CSV file. Directly we are loading the data from CSV file. So there is a task for you guys. Okay, what you need to do is You need to practice this entire class, as well as we have a scripts already. I'll give you that location. So you need to just create the tables and load the data. Go to github.com/vi talks. If you see here SQL practice, there is a repository that is called SQL practice. So here you can see HR database ER diagram. HR database ER diagram. So what you need to do is, for today, create a database. What is the task? Your task is, first step, create database name with HR. So this is the first step. Then create a schema with any company name. Okay. Vitech, CTS, RTCS, whatever it is, etc. Then the third step, create all 7 tables. Create all 7 tables. So you need to create employees, dependents, departments, locations, countries, regions, and jobs. I'll give you this location, okay, in the video description. Just take that one. So here you can see create table scripts. I'll create one table. Rest you need to create it. Okay, create table scripts. Okay, if you click on this one, here you can see all the scripts which I have written already. Just to copy this. Okay, I'm going to create employees. Okay, you can assume I'm going to create employees table. So how to create? Just copy this. See, you don't need to do anything. There are few modifications it will come. Okay, see, earlier I have created employee. Now I'm going to create employees. Just remove wherever there is a foreign key concepts which it is available. Okay, later we will discuss about primary key and foreign key. So remove this foreign key, last 3 lines. Even if, when you are going to create dependencies, okay, just remove this last line. Wherever there is a foreign key, just remove it. Just remove the comma also at the end. Okay, so you may get a syntax error. Okay, just remove this. That's it. See, employees table is created. So how easy it is? So what you need to do, just copy paste the content or copy paste the script, keep it here, just try to run it. I'm not asking you to run manually. Okay, don't type it like, okay, write like employee ID or something. Okay, but before trying to execute, just try to understand what is happening. Int, varchar, date, int, decimal, int. Okay, these are the data types. What are the columns we are doing? Okay, so insert is, table creation is done. Now, like this, what you need to do is you need to create all 7 tables. All 7 tables. First create that and take one screenshot. Okay, just to take a snap of this one and paste it in a group, whether you have created or not, so that I will get to know who is created what. Then what you need to do, you need to load the data. So there is a load data scripts also there. Load data, I have written already. Insert scripts, load data scripts. Go to employees. Okay, remove this. Okay, not required this set identity insert or something. Copy from 90th line to 130. Just copy, paste here. Select everything. Not run. Okay, don't run one by one. Just select everything. All the insert scripts. There are 40 rows, right? Okay. See, it is executing. 5, 7, 8. $34. See, all 40 scripts are executed. Now I want to see whether we have a data or not. So what is the table name? Select star from employees, not employee, employees. So once the table data is loaded, just take the count. Okay, how many records are there? There are 40. So I need count of all the records. Okay, create all 7 tables. Fourth step, load the data into all 7 tables. Give me the count of all tables. Okay, give me the count of all 7 tables data. So first one, employees 40. Okay, this I have done. So next, regions is there. Okay, dependents is there. So this you need to identify. Okay, once you load the data, then you will get to know how many records you have loaded. Dependents, jobs, regions, countries, locations, jobs, regions, countries and locations. So this is the task for you guys. Okay. So first you need to practice today's class, then I'll give you the scripts for today's class also. Okay, all the scripts here, I'll just copy paste. You can go to video description as of now. Once the real-time classes is going to start, so we are going to create a separate classroom for you. Okay, these are the demo sessions. So that is the reason I'm asking you to verify all the scripts from video description. Okay, video description, you can able to find all the scripts, all the classroom notes. Just you need to practice that. Just you need to practice. Yeah, that's it for today. So tomorrow also we have a session. Okay, at the same time. Then you can decide, okay, whether you want to take the course or not. If you have any doubts, you can ask me now.
So yes, sir. So can I attend the sessions through offline?
Offline, yeah, I'll tell you. I'll confirm the timings.
Yep. Okay.
See, offline and online both are similar only, but you are going to sit with me. That's it. That is what we can do.
Yep. Yep. Yeah.
If you want, you can attend. That's not a problem.
Yep. Sure. Thank you, sir.
Okay, just do practice. We'll see in a